The top bodyguard suddenly noticed a suspicious man lingering at the entrance of the venue, furtively watching the Minister of the Interior as she delivered her speech. As the minister's personal bodyguard, David would never overlook any potential threat.
You see anyone out there? No.
He instructed the security team to stay inside, while he personally went out to investigate. It turned out the man was actually the minister's assistant.
What the fuck? There's been a massive fuck-up with the speech. Rob just called me. I need to warn Julia.
What's in the briefcase?
Research files. The fact-checking she needs.
Show me.
Come on, mate, please.
Show me.
At David's request, the assistant reluctantly opened his briefcase for inspection. After confirming it only contained documents, David finally allowed him into the venue.
Okay.
Soon, the assistant approached the podium. David assumed he was there to remind the minister about her notes, but when he saw a colleague suddenly rush forward, he sensed something was wrong, and immediately dashed toward the stage. After the explosion, despite his own injuries, David rushed to Julia's side to check on her, only to find her breathing already faint. To shield her from any further harm, he covered Julia with his own body. Afterward, the police immediately sealed off the scene and carefully examined the surveillance footage. They speculated that the assistant's briefcase had triggered a bomb hidden beneath the podium. Unexpectedly, David also became a suspect because the footage showed that he had left the venue during his shift. In response, David explained what had happened at the time.
How thoroughly did you examine the briefcase?
I inspected the contents.
Inspected.
I looked inside. Documents.
Did you search Mimi?
If I saw grounds under stop and search, I'd have searched him. But he was a vetted government aide going about official business.
So you didn't search him?
No.
After the interrogation, David rushed straight to the hospital where Julia was being treated, but the worst still came to pass.
We did everything we could. I'm sorry.
Julia ultimately could not be saved, and died in the emergency room. David stood frozen for a long time, his mind flooded with endless regret, because Julia was not only the one he was sworn to protect, the two of them had also fallen in love while working together. The man, strapped with explosives all over his body, kept begging the SWAT officers for help. He claimed that he had been set up. When he woke up, he found himself covered in bombs, with the detonator fixed to his thumb. Facing a man strapped with explosives and holding a remote control, the SWAT officers, for the safety of civilians, could only persuade him to move away from the crowd. Under everyone's watchful eyes, he walked into an open area.
David, please listen to me very carefully.
For your own sake, for your family and colleagues, please give yourself up.
Mom, you're not listening to me. I was knocked unconscious. When I came round, I was in this vest with my thumb taped to the DMS.
You've got to be straight with us.
No matter how David tried to explain, the SWAT officers were convinced he was a terrorist. The police chief even interrogated him harshly, demanding he admit his crimes, since several terrorist attacks had occurred here before.
I had nothing to do with Julia's assassination, nothing! I tried to save her!
David, you've betrayed everyone's trust. We won't be fooled again.
I'm telling the truth!
Even his wife urged David to surrender, but David insisted he was telling the truth. At that moment, command issued the order.
Message from SFC. Critical shot authorized.
Received.
David looked around, saw everyone retreating, and knew he was about to be killed. He could only use the radio to say a final farewell to his wife.
I've let you down, Vic, I know that. But in our children's lives, I'm not a traitor. And I had nothing to do with Julia's murder. I'm sorry I've stopped being the man you married. But I failed as a husband. And as a father, that's the worst thing. I'm sorry.
But his wife knew what kind of man David was. She refused to believe he was a terrorist. Ignoring the SWAT officers' attempts to stop her, and the danger of the bombs on David's body, she ran desperately toward her husband. She believed her husband was innocent. Since a civilian had entered the blast zone, command had no choice but to cancel the kill order.